All right, what is good, everybody? Welcome to the first episode of Brand Reviews. Let's do it. So, there are a lot of good brands out there, and I'm talking about D2C Shopify brands. Not Amazon in particular, even though Shopify brands can trans over to or expand into Amazon and vice versa. But we're going to talk about D2C brands and, you know, other they're using Shopify, WooCommerce, Square, whatever it is. But there's one brand in particular that I want to talk about in the very first episode, and it's Euphoric Supply. Now, this brand is really unique, and that's why I think it's really, really popular. There's brands where it can go into the category of, beauty, health, tech, um, clothing brands. You can also go into the category of, if you want to really niche down, like health supplements, candy, anything regarding those things, right? And something that really gravitated me, or something that I think that made a lot of sense, is that a lot of things are being niched down, right? We're not talking about just products, but a community, right? And in the book, The 22 Immutable Laws of Marketing, I read there where people don't, I forgot what page and what chapter it was, but essentially what it is that people want something not better, but something that's new. People love what's new, right? For example, when TikTok really popped off a couple years ago, it was very new. It was something that we never saw in the market, and that's why people loved it, right? Now you can always ask the question: is TikTok better than Instagram? Well, you can't. You could make your own opinions on that, and you can say, oh, based on the number of users, TikTok or Instagram is better, right? But people love the different type of content and the way you can share it across the world, right? Now, in this brand, Euphoric Supply, it's run by this guy named Julian. I don't know his last name, but he does a lot of things regarding art, and he makes his own products. So I think a lot of entrepreneurs who create their own D2C brands, they either do, private labeling, drop shipping, something of those sorts, right? But with this guy, if I were to summarize what he's doing with this brand, Euphoric Supply, it's literally creating a lot of collectibles, a lot of cool merch that he makes on his own, right? So, for example, right now, we are on his Instagram page, and across his social media platforms, he has a lot of followers and a really strong community, and we'll get to that in a second. So, for example, if I were to summarize the products that he sells, it's a lot of clothing brands, home decor, etc., right? And he's really like a really good graphic designer, in my opinion. So he has a lot of content, right? But we see here that he actually made his own shoes, his own like Pokemon cards of like celebrities. Obviously, you can't really sell this, but he's gone viral for this type of content. Literally making this unique sort of products, Pokemon cards, action figures of literally celebrities and whatnot. His own custom shoes that he has die-hard fans, craving for. I don't know what this is called, but it's definitely art where it's like a product where something looks spilled, but it's basically epoxy, something like that. His own plushies. Wait, just a potato? I don't know. That was weird. But see, more of these things. He's his own rugs as well. We'll get to that in a second. This is the action figure thing that I was telling you about, based off like album covers of celebrities and artists. So he does that. Merch. What else? Figurines, like these collectibles that you see. Again, going back to this collectible that he made, this action figure. I don't know who it's from, but I think it's from like an album cover. Let's go down. Here we go. This is something that he made, and it looks something that you'll see like in Target or any toy store, right? For example, right here, this is Playboy Cardi. He actually made this action figure, and it's super unique, and that's why he gets a lot of views, a lot of engagement, because he's kind of making content around pop culture, and that's what his whole, I think in my opinion, that's what his sort of like pop art, pop culture, that's what his vibe is about. That's what his community is about, right? He's creating all this content, all these products that he makes on his own around these communities, if that makes sense, right? So on Instagram, he's definitely killing it. And on TikTok, so he has Euphoric Supply and I Make Rugs, which is kind of like under the same umbrella of his overall arching brand. So on this one, on TikTok, he has Euphoric Supply, where he makes rugs, and he has 1.2 million followers and counting. And he makes, I think he was one of the very first people to create rugs on TikTok. And whenever you have that first mover's advantage in any platform, you're gonna go up and up and up, right? Unless someone makes better content than you over time, right? But this guy makes really good content and really good products. In this case, it's rugs. So he makes rugs based off like really popular IP. For example, we see Shrek, of course, his own iconic sort of IP from his brand. He has like Mario characters, Mr. Beast, Kirby, Mr. Grinch, Powerpuff Girls, Pikachu, Squidward. The list goes on and on and on based off the rugs that he makes. And people love this sort of stuff because he shows not only the product itself, which is amazing, but the back end stuff, like how he does it. And he helps people make their own rug businesses too, right? And so this has been a massive trend on TikTok, if you haven't noticed already. But making rugs on TikTok, or just having a business on TikTok for rugs, is massive, massive, massive. Again, going back to these videos of him making these action figures based around pop culture is super viral, lots of views, and from that he has a collection of a large community, right? And this is what makes his brand so unique, in my opinion. Now, going back to his shop, which we haven't explored yet, it's nothing. It's nothing amazing. It's literally, there's nothing on this. You know, sometimes this will be, there's only one product right now and it's sold out. But usually you see like 4 other products. You know, like a shirt, a hoodie, stickers, etc. But there's nothing special about this website. So you might think, okay, what the heck is this guy doing? How is he getting all this attention? How is he getting all this revenue from a website like this? But we're not looking at the bigger picture. The bigger picture is that the website is not making all these sales. It's him. It's his creativity and his community, and how he has built that across these different social media platforms. So, again, on Instagram, he's killing it. TikTok, he's killing it, 1.2 million. Twitter, he has a really healthy, in my opinion, on Twitter, a good healthy 2.2 thousand followers. And again, he has like another brand under Euphoric Supply, I Make Rugs, where he helps people make rugs. I can find it. Right here. And it's all about him making rugs, right? And he not only produces content on, like, valuable content on how to make rugs, but the content of the behind the scenes of his business and his products that he's making, right? So the real driver here is that he's being transparent in his products. He's created a community and he's doing something different. And that different, again, going back to what the title, the 22 Immutable Laws of Marketing, where the author said, like, people don't like better, but they like something different. And this is different. Creating custom rugs around popular IP, around pop art. Like, you don't really see these rugs at all. And you can see why people like Gen Z, millennials love this sort of stuff. And this is so dope. This is something that I would have in my room, right? Creating action figures around pop art, around Travis Scott. You don't really see that in Walmart. I haven't seen that at all. He's doing that stuff, even though he's not selling it. Creating custom shoes, and that's why people gravitate towards this content. It's new. It's something that we've never seen before. You can say, oh, maybe the quality of this carpet, of this rug isn't like, I don't know, something that you'll find in like an Amazon or a really popular supplier. But he's making really cool art, and that's what it is, right? And his followers and his community is showing for that. And on top of that, we're seeing like this huge NFT craze. And if you don't have a community before creating an NFT, then you're not going to sell anything. And he made a collection of, I think, of 100 NFTs in his collection, and they were sold out immediately. So, for example, if you go to his own Instagram page, Warpy NFT, which is basically the IP that he's built around Euphoric Supply, he made 100 unique characters, digitally hand-drawn by Euphoric Supply, in this case Julian, for your visual pleasure, right? There's no roadmap, no techie website, just pure art. And as Gary Vee would say it, you need to have utility, but this guy created a really strong community, and that's the most important thing. This thing sold out in literally, I think, under a day. And if we go to OpenSea where he has this collection, the floor price is 0.33 ETH. And that equates to right now, at this moment, let's see, if I want to buy one at the floor price, that's about $1,500, right? And who knows how much commission he gets. Let's see. He has a total of 1 to 7 sales. And that's only under like 1 day. And that's just crazy, right? Someone bought it for Someone listed for 0.02. It was minted actually 4 days ago. So never mind. So it was around for a longer time. But basically, to create an NFT, you need a community. And if you don't have a community, then it's going to take a while for you to sell your stuff. Not luckily, but he only made a collection of 100 hand-drawn. That takes time, in my opinion. But this thing sold out like in a matter of a week, and that's really impressive, for someone who's doing this by himself or maybe as a team, another partner. But this is why I love this brand, because it's so transparent, it's so unique. One person is doing all the creativity and is really honing down on the community and just the creativity of his artwork around different product categories. Again, rugs, merchandise, the face mask that we just saw, the unique sort of, what's that called? The unique sort of pop culture, pop art, action figures, rugs, and the list goes, the shoes itself, and it goes on and on and on. And that's why this brand is very popular. And whenever this guy drops something, it just completely sold out immediately. So take a look at this brand, study it, study why the community is so strong. And if you're trying to create your own business, whatever it is, your own D2C brand, kind of, see what can you add to the market. Not make it 10% better, but if you can make it 100% better, that's a different story. Or 10 times better, then that's a different story. But if you want to do something that's different, then study this sort of content, this sort of brand, to kind of give you some ideas, like what can you do differently? This might be completely different from what you're trying to do, but just the concept of trying to add something new to the market, right? And I don't even know Julian was literally like, oh, I want to create something new, something that no one has done before. Maybe he just in love with the art, he was passionate about it, and then out of his own creativity, this just sparked up, We don't really know. But point is, the reason why I love this brand and I wanted to share it was because of how unique it was and how different it is. So with that being said, everyone, hopefully you enjoy this first episode of Brand Review, D2C Brand Review. I'm going to include all these links in the show notes so you can kind of check out his socials, his NFTs, and etc. So until next time, everyone, have a good one.